And we are back with a final on our Tamiya 1966 Volkswagen Beetle. Hey guys, it's Brian with BG Model Workshop. Thanks for tuning in again for our final on this project. We did this one with our favorite paint brand, Splash Paints. Ta-da! And we did this one in beige gray, or as we jokingly refer to it around the house as greige. Beautiful, beautiful color. It's supposed to be a Porsche color, but we thought it's going to look awesome on this bug. And it does. I mean, this thing, if it wasn't sitting in miniature right here in front of me, I would think it was the real thing parked out front. But let's take a closer look at it, okay? So, some of the cool things about the Tamiya kit was, first of all, the wheel covers are actually, of course, molded separately and in chrome. And there's some nice looking lug detail underneath there. Sadly, we're not able to actually have the option of adding or removing the wheel cover, so it's one or the other. But depending on which way you want to go, it's fully supported, so I really like that idea. Secondly, inside, since this is the older style bug, it has the filler cap on the inside of the boot. And the filler cap actually has the VW logo molded onto that. And it is in chrome as well, and so are the fender mounted blinkers and the wee little vents that are tucked right back behind the bumpers here that are kind of hard to see. All the door handles, both here on the engine lid and then up here on the boot, those are all molded separately as well, and absolutely no flash. They cut them off the tree, stick them right on the car, no problem at all. The only thing that doesn't supplied with the kit is some chrome to do the side molding here, but little bare metal foil took care of that, no problem at all. The kit does come with metallized, I should say, transfers, which are way better than decals in their not only on how they're applied but how they look. And we'll give you a close-up on those two in just a second. But I think right off the bat here, the first thing I'd want to say for alterations personally would be I would actually cut this window to either be completely removed or possibly just cut it to be slightly lowered so that we could see the interior detail a little bit better, because it does have a very nicely detailed dash, but we're never going to see it again the way it is now. It does use the polycap style mounting method, where you just have like a post on the back side, plastic post molded on the back side of the rim, and you press it into the polycap, which is captured deep inside of one of the wheel mounting areas. Like this one has drum brakes on it, so of course you're going to be buried inside the drum brakes. And my only recommendation on that is to make sure that you have like a pair of needle nose pliers or something like that to back up that area while you're pressing the tire on, so you don't snap off one of the wheel mounting areas. Now sadly, we are not able to, because of the way my tripod's set up, get down underneath the engine lid and take a peek inside there, but maybe we can tease them up there. I've done a couple of other videos about the interior, the engine compartment I should say, and it is very, very nice. It's well molded. Everything went together well. No flash at all. It was pretty much a snip, paint, and glue operation, so that was really nice. And the one thing that I did get tripped up on are the taillight pods back here. Now, you'll notice that they're a slightly different shade than the actual car, and that's because these are molded in transparent plastic and on the transparent tree, and I did not realize that when I was building the car until I went for final assembly, and I was looking all around for the taillights and then realized that they were transparent, so I had to go back and repaint them again, and I didn't get the primer color quite right, so there's a difference in the paint shades. But to my recollection, seeing these things on the street and on the highway and stuff, it was very rare that this actual light pod was painted the same color as the fender itself. So that's my answer, and I'm sticking to it. The window glass is very nice. It's thin. It is a little brittle, but it doesn't have much distortion to it at all. It's got a very high reflective quality to it, so it pretty much shines back just about anything you look at. You shine at it. Let's see if we can get this closed here. There we go. And we're going to take a look at that metal transfer I was talking about. There it is there. Very, very nice. They don't have much experience with those, so it was a little bit of a trial and error for me for putting it on, and we finally got it figured out. It's just some good pressure, like with the fingernail going over the back of a couple times. Seems to hold it down, and then you peel off the backing at more than a 90-degree angle, like almost a 180-degree angle. You're pulling it off there so it sticks to the car. That's how I found out it worked well. But yeah, we really dig this kit. I got one more in the stash, and I'm looking forward to doing that one. I'm probably not going to do that one stock like this one is. I'm thinking about maybe doing a beach buggy, you know, lowered roof rack. There's a couple guys out there that have some pretty nice photo etch aftermarket stuff for these guys, and I think I might invest in some of that stuff, but not just yet. We got plenty of other stuff going on the bench right now. So there we go, guys. There's the final on the Tamiya 1966 Volkswagen Beetle. If you come across one of those kits, I recommend you get it, put it in the stash. I would say if you could find one for under $30, you're doing quite well. I believe they're out of print right now. And the two kits that I bought, one I discovered at a model show, another one I discovered at a consignment store. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your week. We'll talk to you a little bit later, and thanks for tuning in. Bye now.